The Viking Portable Library World Bible, edited by Robert O. Ballou. The right-hand path, the left-hand path. The Jew and the Christian, selections from Judeo-Christian scriptures, from the Pre-Exilic prophets, from the book of Micah. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and the people shall flow into it. And many nations shall come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth out of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And Zion's about setting a good example. And when you go on Hajj, you know, Mount Arafat. And he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more, but they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid. For the mouth of the Lord of hosts has spoken it. For all people will walk every one in the name of his God, and we will walk in the name of the Lord our God forever and ever. And, well, certainly for at least a generation that can happen, can it? Now gather thyself in troops. By generation, like, 30 year caliphate, that sort of thing, or whatever. Now gather thyself in troops, O daughter of troops. He hath laid siege against us. They shall smite the judge of Israel with a rod upon the cheek. But thou, Bethlehem, Ephratah, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah. There was a few Bethlehems at the time of Jesus. Yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me, that is to be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth have been told of old from everlasting. Therefore he will give them up until the time that she which travelleth hath brought forth. Then the remnant of his brethren shall return unto the children of Israel, wherewith shall I come before the Lord, and bow myself before the high God. Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves of a year old? So obviously, the manger story is kind of exaggerating some of the, it's not really fulfilling this prophecy now, is it? With calves of a year old, will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, or with 10,000s of rivers of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my transgression, the fruit of my body, for the sin of my soul? He hath showed me, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. And so, see thousands of offerings and all that sort of stuff. That wasn't the point.